Hello. The other day I was talking to my sister. I always talk to my sisters every day, and we were talking about how fast this year is going by, which happens many a time. We begin the new year, and then, before we know it, we're already in the middle of the year, and then the next thing is the year is ending. So, as we are approaching again the middle of another month, which will be the end in a couple of weeks, many people are beginning to, look at what they have planned for this year. And I cannot highly recommend that we take a look at procrastination, because many times we're so excited about what's going to happen and what we want to do, what we want to achieve, and how this year will be a different year. My mother actually laughs at us all the time, and she's like, every year, everybody's like, this year things are going to change, and I'm going to do something different. And then another year comes, it's like, oh, I know this year is the year. So I hope you're not, in the place where I used to be, where it was always this year, because this year is really going to be another step towards, getting to do the things that I love to do. And the comparison I've noticed that I have to compare with the stem that was last year and the stem that is this year. Where am I today? So that, I don't stay in that procrastination. Procrastination is a slow and very subtle, silent killer of dreams and plans. It's always, the reason behind why something is not done, why something is not completed, and also why plans are not followed through. So, as the days and the months are rolling by, it's important for us to take a closer look at this monster. I call it a monster because then it is a silent killer of dreams and goals. So, we have to, give it the name that is fit, is a fit for, what it is. So, how big is the problem of procrastination? I'm telling you, it's a big thing, because there are actually various studies on academic procrastination that have revealed that between 50% and 70% of people, and especially if you are studying and a student, they procrastinate. And it equates to literally regular people that just procrastinate about doing things that they say they want to do. The number is just as high, 50 and 70%. That's a high number, right? So in order for us to beat procrastination, we have to understand what it is and how it works. We must then also look at the techniques that we can, do and take, which fits us, which works for us, because there are many techniques and there are many ways of beating procrastinated, but you have to find a way that matches you, that works for you, that fits you, right? And as I said, we need to understand what is procrastination. So if you're like many people, you may think that procrastination has something to do with being lazy, right? No, it's not so. Procrastination is actually a choice, because laziness comes from unwillingness to act. Procrastination is a choice. Actually, there have been studies that have been done as well that actually back it up, that people choose to procrastinate without even, realizing that they are making the choice to procrastinate. So it's also being said that procrastination is the gap that is between intention, I want to, I will do it, and the actual action. So that gap that is between there is procrastination, between the intention and action. So which takes us to action without planning is the main reason why many people fall into the trap of procrastination. Why then do we procrastinate? Well, there are many reasons, but because I'm in mental health, let me start with the psychological mechanism that I think, and also what researchers say procrastination, is caused by, right? When we need to get something done, we rely primarily on our self-control in order to bring ourselves to do it. And our self-control often receives support from our motivation, which helps us to get things done in a timely manner. So in some cases, we experience certain demotivating, which takes away our motivation. Things like anxiety, things like fear, things like unbelief, not believing in ourselves, not loving ourselves, not, being our number one cheerleader. Those are demoting factors that can get in the way of procrastination. And then there are also, some factors that can come in the way. People have families, people have work, and people live in areas where it might be difficult to find resources. Those could be hindering factors, right? That could get in the way, again, of people being motivated enough in order to beat, the procrastination. And then in some instances, some of the reasons are when the goals are too intellectual or too theoretical, it's just like, ugh, takes away the energy and the motivation to want to do it. You just like, ugh, I don't even know where to start, right? And then if there are no rewards that are clear of saying, if I do such and such, the rewards are this, sometimes that will cause procrastination. If there's a disconnect from what you will become if you do that action, if you do that change, if you do what it is that you want to do, and you don't see how it will impact your life, and there's no excitement about where you're going and how the results will really change your life for the better, procrastination kicks in. When you're feeling overwhelmed and there's other things that are filling up your plate, procrastination will also find its place. And again, if you're suffering from anxiety, depression, attention deficit disorder, and any other mental health or overwhelming things that might be happening in your life, that allows for procrastination to step in and be a part of your life. So after many years of, struggling with procrastination myself, I had all these ideas. I wanted to do this and I talked about doing that. I had to write down what I was doing in order to manage and, overcome procrastination and actually find myself doing the things that I say I will do and accomplishing the things that I said I will accomplish. So what I decided to do, which many of you know that I'm an author, I decided to write an ebook. And this ebook is about procrastination. I outline in this ebook, why procrastination is a threat to our success and well-being. What really causes procrastination, I expand on that in the ebook. I also talk about how to beat procrastination and finally achieve your goals, your peace of mind, have joy, and to begin enjoying your life. Actually, to begin fully enjoying your life. In order for you to grab this ebook, I'm going to ask you to visit the website Women Self-Care Success to grab your copy. www.womenselfcaresuccess.com. I also have the link, right underneath this audio. Grab that book because you don't want to find yourself this year going again. I guess I'll do it next year because next year is going to be the year, because next year will be the year and the next until you decide to work on overcoming procrastination so that you can begin achieving your goals. This is Dr. Stem, and as I always say, be encouraged.